Hello, my name is Ben Brown, or nordus-mocwyl. Welcome to the video. We actually have like a best of, like a rapid fire, like I'm just recording little small topics that can help you like really dive into your Urbit and feel comfortable. Get into a position where you mess things up so that you have to learn something. This is my hope for you. I am on the cusp of being able to give $165 to my favorite charity because of the amazing people on Fund who supported it. First, Give Directly is just like my favorite charity. It's give cash to people in extreme poverty, no strings attached. Just here's money, solve your money problems. It preserves human dignity in a way that no other support does it. So Give Directly is awesome. It's an amazing thing that I get to do this, and the people who are letting me do that are also awesome. So thank you so much to these folks. You guys are like just like the cream of the crop, just like pinnacle of humanity here. I am not the kind of person that like just does work. It's like not completely necessary for me to do stuff like this. And so seeing the seriousness of like the vote for videos is like, okay, I will make some videos. I will make some videos for y'all. Enjoy this collection of the best of Urbit tips and whatnot. Welcome, enjoy. Hey, in this section, I try to talk about ways of promoting apps. There's this kind of hidden option that allows you to promote other people's apps, as well as your apps that you're distributing, but from somewhere other than your usual Urbit. This little thing, :treaty bar add desk. It's useful for both developers and for somebody who's just like excited about an app and like wants to figure out how to publish it or whatnot. I didn't get into this in the video, but I might as well talk about it now. Like if you want to find apps, people have been working on different ways to do so. And so one on the top here is hits, which will tell you like leaderboard of apps. And so it does like a poll of the people that you know and puts up the highest ranking app based off of who you know. This is a fantastic way of finding an app. There's a very slick work in increasing app discovery. I think this cute little thing that I found in some Urbit archaeology is also like really useful. And I've seen developers use this too. I'll get to it. Enjoy. Hey, good afternoon. Feel like I'm picking up steam. We might actually be able to do these tiny little sections and piece them together in different videos. Well, this one I'm hoping will be really quick. I'm hoping this will be a really fast one. Let's set the timer here. Let's do this one in 20 minutes. Do it. All right, what I want to talk about is, over here on the screen, is a treaty bar add desk. This is going to be a intermediate, kind of like low intermediate level thing, you know? And this is going to be like promoting apps. This is going to be a kind of lost piece of knowledge, I guess. Like sometimes I feel like I'm doing Urbit archaeology and I'm like digging into the deeper things, reading the actual code and discovering what's there. And because I'm so basic, I think about how it'll work for me. This topic, it's the topic of like app discovery. What is the easiest method for somebody find apps and to think of like where to look for apps? Typically, the way that it's done, you go into this get Urbit apps and then you got to know whose app you're searching for to discover it. Ironically, though, like it's very natural for me to be remembered as nordus-mocwyl or like sickdev pilnup. And so that's what gets lodged in your brain because Urbit basically is just connecting you to other people. And that's what matters. And so that's what gets like put into your brain. Sometimes you remember like important stars. PalDev can stick into your mind, or TalkWex can stick into your mind. And a lot of times these are like businesses or projects or something. And they'll publish an app just like right off of the star. And that's fine because that's not their personal computer. A lot of people like this is their personal computer. So when I, nordus-mocwyl, want to publish an app, there's a lot of incentives to not publish it on nordus-mocwyl. A lot of people opt to make a moon from that. So like for me, I have created Havdis nordus-mocwyl, and this is my moon. And this is where you go to find my app. This is where you'll download it. So for example, you go to Havdis nordus-mocwyl, and then you can find some of the apps that I have. If you wanted eyes, which is like a text editor that can work with your phone, you need to go to Dister, Migrev Dulseg. If you want Ahoy here, you need to go to Mr. Dister, Midlev Fabler. How is anybody supposed to know which one you chose? Like when they come up into this box, like what am I supposed to write in here? If I like meet somebody like Migrev Dulseg and it's like, oh, you have an app, it's really natural to just remember that planet name. The thing is, if you go there, it'll be like, well, Migrev doesn't have any apps. That's not likely. Like I hear about this Palfun Foslip. So Palfun Foslip, you don't have any apps? Like I hear you're awesome. What's up with that? And I think it's totally natural to just want to go put that person's name inside of the thing, but it's not there. But there is a secret option. So while Havdis nordus-mocwyl is the place that you would go to get the app, that doesn't necessarily have to be the place you'd go to find it. So let's actually go to nordus-mocwyl and see what's up. Rest day, what was that? So nordus-mocwyl, somehow, when I go to my place, I can actually see what apps I have. How did he do that? Because you can still see the developer desk is Havdis nordus-mocwyl. Like that's where you would go to download it. But you actually get to see it on Nordus. All right, let me go through the process of publishing. Honestly, the only thing that we're going to do is we're going to try to make sense of the word treaty here. Coal treaty. Please don't be scared if you're not a developer, because this is why I'm going to explain this. This will actually be completely familiar to all developers, but this will apply to you too as a non-developer. If you were to put yourself in the shoes of a developer, say you created this app called Hut here. You've built it all up. You were ready to distribute it. You set up a moon and you're ready to, oh my gosh, I got a lot of tabs going. Okie dokie. I'm going to go publish that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask an app treaty. So call is when you want to talk to an app. And so there's an app called treaty. I'm going to go bar and write publish. And I would publish my app desk called Hut. And so now like over here on my normal planet, I can look at the comment and see what it's publishing, and it's publishing a lot of things, and it's claiming the developer desk. Little bit piratey, I suppose. Yes, but that's generally what you do. You'd set up a moon, put the desk on it, and then you would run treaty bar publish that desk, and now anybody can find it. There is a lost ability for treaty, the app. Let's get into it. So in my comment, go to landscape here. So now that we are in like the landscape app, landscape handles this whole like tiling world. Like this is landscape. If we go in here, we can see that there is the treaty app. I'm not going to go into the treaty app. I'm actually going to show you some generators. Actually, notice landscape has Hark, the Hark app, and it has treaty. It also has docket. Docket references these tiles, the way that you're going to put all this information and also make the app discoverable through Get Urbit apps is by creating a docket for it that involves like putting on some files, downloading a couple of things and like populating it. Like that's how you get the color and all that. Or, image, if you're going to put an image on it. That is what docket does. Hark, we know it does notifications, right? And then we have treaty, and treaty is about publishing apps, finding apps and app discovery. And so right now we're in the Gin folder. And so whenever you go and talk to an app, if you hit that bar, you can write down, it's like a pre-constructed poke for that app. It just really simplifies things. Where you would find those, everything that you'd put after bar is actually going to be in the generator folder, a folder named after that agent, and then here it is. So publish. Publish is what we did if we had an app to publish. And there are a few other options around here, like you can unpublish an app, which you might want to consider that. But there's also add desk. Add desk. And then do, 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 do. That's the magic right there. That's the good stuff. Treaty add desk. Guess we could go into add desk, which allows you to republish a remote desk. So you can take somebody else's desk. It says republish, but in my mind, I think promote. There's a reason why it's not just like pure plagiarism. Here, we're going to add in a ship name and a desk, and it will construct the poke for us. If I did Havdis nordus-mocwyl howdy, It's just going to run it and be like, hey, go to have this nordus-mocwyl. They're distributing a thing. They have like an entry of a treaty. Go and get that. We're going to promote that. And so nobody's going to come to us to get the app, but we can like put it up as a poster. Let's do this with Nordus, actually. Oh, okay, I got you. We got the status pops up. That's fun. Okay, this makes sense. So I've already made the case. If you're a developer and you have a planet, you're probably going to want to treaty, add desk, all of the apps that you publish. But if you're just a rando that happens to like really enjoy something, like turf is really cool. You know, I want people to be able to see what's going on with turf. If you look at turf, you'll be able to see who the developer desk is. You can copy that thing over and go over to the terminal, and you can like sport your favorite thing, treaty, add desk, distr mid-lev minder, turf. I want to promote turf, bro. I want everybody to know turf. And so if somebody else, I'm over here on my comment now, goes to nordus-mocwyl, they're going to see the apps that I wrote, and then any of the things that I want to promote. Somebody can put in my name and be like, this is what this guy is into. Where, you know, if I go to mid-lev mindar directly, oh, see, he's smart. He figured it out. He gets it. He gets it. So if you're just a regular person, like, yeah, fill this thing up with your favorite stuff. It's actually not too much unlike if you were to go into Talon. You can go into your profile and you can promote your favorite groups in Talon so that people can see like, oh, this is what I'm a fan of. But like, I don't want to know what apps SickDev Pilnup is into. Yeah, there you go. That is treaty add desk from FaveDev for their Fave app. There you go. I suggest you do that. If you're a developer, you could stumble into it. If you're not a developer, you're going to have to be told like, hey, open up the terminal and type in treaty add desk FaveDev. It's just a cool, fun little tool that's there. It's useful for developers. It's also useful for just like the average Joe that like wants to celebrate the apps that they really like. You're welcome. Bye. In this section, we go over fund. Because of August, I can actually claim some funds. And so I thought it would be interesting to see if I could record myself actually like completing that cycle, like proving like fund actually works. Funds actually gets money to people. I also kind of needed to go over this a little bit because my like schedule of stuff just got super wonky. Check it out. See how fund works. See if it's right for you. See if you want to figure out the pains of doing like a Patreon substitute was basically how I was doing it. We'll get into some of that and we'll see how well it goes. Okay, enjoy. Hey, it is just about to broach over to noon, so I guess it's still morning, technically. One little section that I wanted to do was actually go over fund. But first, let's do a timer. I don't have a lot of time, so this is going to have to be a 20-minute timer. Let's go to my real Urbit ship, nordus-mocwyl. Okay, I'm going to fund here. There we go, and we'll go into my project. Let's see how we're doing. And I'm not talking about like raised money or whatever. Some of this stuff got updated, so now we've got some like verified things. Here, August, so last month, is where we could claim funds. And so I just wanted to record this process to see how to go. And then I've got things to say about September, and I might have some decisions I need to make in the next 20 minutes about how I want to handle that stuff. But, you know, let me just take this second to say thank you. Thank you to this ETH address for $25. It is confirmed. Thank you to Hanfeld Dovned. Thank you for Cygnus Modfine, SickDev Pilnup, Finn Ned Palmer, Sarlev Sarsen, and 95D80BD. So yeah, we've got 2 just pure Ethereum addresses. Thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. That's awesome. I can tell that you guys want some more videos, and I would like to get those to you. I really would. I really would. The September videos have been a bit of a challenge, like given the lost cat thing. Even in August, like the idea was that I would be ahead of the ball game. Like I need that little extra cushion. So like I made a mistake and I didn't have videos ready to go in August. I need to be at least ahead by one. That like caught up to me in September. More videos I feel like is better. That's what Sick Dev is hoping for, is more videos, more great videos. Make Ben's videos great again. But I'm going to mull that over in the back of my mind, and maybe this will help me reveal a little bit more. I'm going to hit this claim funds button, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, here we go. Well, you can always increase it later, so let's just sit and wait. It'll be fine. I don't want to spend 3 times as much as I think I should. Claim these funds. It looks like 335 in the balance there. That's fantastic. That's great. That's so much more than I thought. Don't forget, like, honestly, more than anything else, like half of this goes to give directly. Like that's the big deal, right? So depending on how that fee goes, I'm going to be able to send about 165 to give directly. I will try to make that happen right now. We're just waiting for the funds to show up. I'm being patient. I've lowered the gas thing. I can always tick it up if I need to. One thing that we came across in September, I made some edge cases for fund here, and I got us into some technical difficulties on my particular thing. So because of that, like approval of August actually took a while. For August, I was going to claim, hey, I think I just did milestone 1. I told Trusted Article, hey, review that. Let me know if it is. And immediately it's like, yeah, okay. You put out 2 videos. And that was fine. But there was like technical issues with it. My stuff wasn't syncing to the Ethereum blockchain or something. But that has gotten resolved by the later half of September. And now let's see. Well, at the risk of breaking it, let's go to mark in progress. We will open up this month's thing. Project action has been submitted. And then request review would be if we finished it. So this is one of the things that like I'm just like not totally clear on. Here, let's start the conversation with TalkWex. Hey, if I fail my milestone 2, like I don't put out 2 videos in September, will my whole fund project be done? And October is tricky. So if I just bail on September and kind of just roll it into October, I can get ahead. And that's going to be really important because in October, I'm actually going to be gone. I'm going to be going on a big road trip so that I can get to subassembly. Gosh, don't you want to be there? Oof, yeah. So I'm gonna drive. I'm going to go across, basically just drive up the Rockies. New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, Idaho, and then Washington. And it's like, primo. I'm going to spend a lot of time in the car, and I will not be able to do any kind of like to this level, especially not editing the videos. And so that's October. Yeah, so September is in this weird little limbo. There'll definitely be videos, at least in October. So videos are coming. Of course, I'm not talking to anybody. This is a video. Nobody's worried about it. They're watching a video. That's it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Fundworks. Go start your own project on Fund, because that's baller. It's really, really good. Okay, bye.